All right, my friends. So I just got my flood insurance bill, and that's gone up by about 50% over last year. Thanks, Biden. Property taxes going sky high. Thanks, Biden. Am I blaming Joe Biden? Obama? No, it's just always fun to say, thanks, Obama. So I like to say, thanks, Biden. It's fun. Everything that's wrong, we can blame on the Democrats. Everything that's right, we'll say because of Trump. Just, it's a way to kind of mock the left. Anyway, I've never understood this fascination with property values. I mean, I get it. You want to have a higher property value than lower. When it comes to selling your house, okay. Weirdo. Some people don't wave back when you wave to them. She gave me the dirty look. Yikes. But I've never understood it, man. A property value means nothing until you only 3 times does your property value mean anything. 1, when you're buying your house. 2, when you're paying taxes on it. 3, when you're selling a house. What is a perpetual thing for property values? It's when you're paying your taxes. And when you have to pay stuff based on said property value. Flood insurance. And by the way, if you don't have flood insurance, you're wrong. But Josh, I don't live in a flood zone. Okay, have you never heard of Black Swan, 100-year floods and all this? If you don't have flood insurance, you are wrong, man. Now look, the flood insurance cost isn't that expensive relative to the value of my house. Now they're only going to insure my house up to $250,000 anyway. So the flood insurance price cost really shouldn't change all that much based on the property value. I mean, if the median house is $270 and the flood insurance only covers $250, why should it matter what your value of your home is? It doesn't. But what we know is the flood insurance, the system is broke, just like PBGC is broke, just like Medicare is broke, just like pensions are broke for your local community pension. Everything is broke, my friends. The homeowners insurance in Florida, the Citizens Corporation, is broke, and they're all pushing. They're kicking the can down the road, but these places have no money. So what they do is they gradually raise the premiums. Now, is that inflationary? Absolutely, 100%. And they'll be perpetual inflationary, because essentially what happened is we gave away the store for years and years and years, so politicians could basically say, "Look at us." Look at us, the Tony Blairs, the Bill Clintons of the world, even the George Bushes. They say, we're not going to charge you, we're not going to charge you. And then we're going to keep the Chris Christies, the John Corzines, the Christine Todd Whitmans. It's bipartisan. And I just pick it on New Jersey, it's the same thing. They keep kicking the can down the road. We're not going to charge anything or enough to cover we're literally not going to charge you enough to cover the cost. We'll just keep kicking it down the road. And at some point, someone's going to have to pay. But when that time comes, we, Chris Christie, John Corzine, who should be in jail, but of course he's not, we won't be around, and so you'll be on your own, and you can vote for somebody else to take care of it. Oh man, the democracy is not a good system, man. It's just, look, is it better than communism? Yes. Is it better than fascism? Yes. However, a Chilean old style under Pinochet is probably not a bad system to look at, other than, obviously violation of people's civil liberties. But what happens in democracy is just 50 plus 1. And I always say, don't tax you, don't tax me, tax the guy behind the tree. So, but that guy behind the tree, as a minority, he can also negotiate and scream bloody murder and get politicians to get off his back as well. It's just not a good system in terms of minority, and that's not minority skin color or anything like that. It's just minority rules, and we all know this, man. The screeching wheel, the greasy wheel, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. It's just that simple. It happens in democracies. It just happens, man. And okay, I'm going to farmers market, Alfredo Farmers Market. I love farmers markets, man. We're in Montpelier farmers market last Saturday. Oh, it's nothing like fresh strawberries, dudes. Oh, man. Anyway, so I've never understood this. My property value is high. You got to keep it high. And I'm like, why? Because on the balance sheet, it looks good. You can't use that unless you somehow are able to to take equity out of your home, you can't use that. It only hurts you, man. That's why this whole greatschools.org thing is such a scam. We got to keep the property values high. Why? So I can pay more property tax and I can feel good about myself. Stupid. So the point being is you get a estate sale. Have y'all ever been to a estate sale? I've never been to one. Are there good? Can you get good deals at estate sales? What if you can? I know I came across a guy on YouTube. He got an old antiquated book by some writer up in Maine at an estate sale. I said, man, that's fantastic. Anyway, so there's your inflation. Property tax across the board is booming, probably 10-15% increase. Only makes sense because property values are increasing. Property tax will increase with it. And you know who doesn't pay increased property tax? The people who go, I'm going the wrong way. The people who gripe and scream, man, I went the wrong way. Dagnabbit. The people who scream bloody murder at the, and they get a reassessment down at the county courthouse because the politicians don't want to deal with them. And they say, look, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. How many people squeak at the county commissioner's office about your property tax assessment? They'll say 5 to 10%. The other 90% just go on and get along. And that's me, generally. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And maybe it's laziness. Maybe it's I don't want to be confrontational. But just go down there, squeak a little bit, and you'll be your situation will be rectified. I'll say, all right, whatever. I'm telling you, man, I know how this works. But anyway, so your property taxes are going up. Thankfully, I got high property value. That's great. Are you selling your house? No. I could cash out though and buy a nice Lexus and buy a nice Tesla. And have more debt? Yes. Okay. The slavery continues on. All right, I'm gonna go to the Alfreda Farmers Market, load up on some good produce. We'll see you.